stand for the presentation of the colors and the pledge. Remain standing until the posting of the colors. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may now be seated. Good evening. My name is Sam Vaughn, and I am the president of Fort Pierce Central's senior class of 2014. It is a tremendous honor to welcome you to Fort Pierce Central's 44th commencement ceremony. I would like to begin by acknowledging some very important people who made it possible for us to be here this evening. As I state your name, please stand and be recognized. School board members, Chairman Miss Debbie Hawley, Vice Chairman Dr. Donna Mills, Ms. Catherine Hensley, Ms. Carol Hilson, and Mr. Troy Ingersoll. Superintendent Ms. Janelle Zarati Yost, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Mark J. Rendell, Assistant Superintendents Ms. Carrie Padrick, Dr. Kevin Perry, and Mr. John Lynch. Principal Mr. Todd D. Smith, Assistant Principals Ms. Megan Geyer, Ms. Mimi Hoffman, Mr. Joseph Lazo, Ms. Christy Pecosha, and Ms. Letty Richardson. In all honesty, I'd rather be playing football in front of a crowd this big, but I have to give a speech tonight, so. The journey was long, but we did not travel alone. We had people in our lives that drove us to succeed and helped us get where we are today. Would the faculty and staff of Fort Pierce Central please stand? Would the parents and guardians of the 2014 graduates please stand? Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your guidance, and thank you for your generosity over the last 4 years. We are eternally grateful. You may be seated. Now, to my fellow graduates, congratulations on a job well done. We did it. It is with genuine pride that I stand before you this evening and reflect on just how far we have all come. It seems like only yesterday that we were wide-eyed freshmen walking the halls of Fort Pierce Central for the very first time. We were unsure of ourselves and, quite honestly, overwhelmed. Now we are seniors, graduating from an A school, Fort Pierce Central, home of the Fighting Cobras. We should all be proud. In the last 4 years, we have won championships, made memories, and cultivated friendships. We will cherish these things and carry them with us for the rest of our lives. We will look back on these years as the good old days and realize just how good these days were. Our academic years at Fort Pierce Central are completed, and now it is time to go out and tackle the world. And as we conquered our insecurities and doubts as freshmen, we can now conquer them as young adults. Once this ceremony is over, we will disperse and go our separate ways. We will no longer be Fort Pierce Central students, but Fort Pierce Central alumni. We may be apart, but the bond we will share as the class of 2014, and more importantly, as Cobras, will keep us together. I hope that wherever you go in life, you do not forget Fort Pierce Central High School. I know I won't. Keep Central close to your heart. Take pride in saying that you are and always will be a Cobra. Class of 2014, it has truly been an honor to serve you. And remember, once a Cobra, always a Cobra. Now we will have a musical selection performed by the Fort Pierce Central Chorus.
Thank you. Thank you to Ms. Arnold and our chorus. Let's give them another round of applause. And let's also thank Mr. Boswell and our wonderful band that's performing tonight as well. And of course, one more round of applause for our senior class president, Sam Vaughn. Good evening. I am honored tonight to recognize several outstanding Central graduates. This year, we had not one, but 2 students that have achieved perfect attendance for every year they have been in school. 13 years. That is 2,340 days of school. Please join me in congratulating Torrance and Terrence McQueen, if you would please stand. Congratulations on this outstanding feat, boys. At this time, would Quentin Warren please join me at the podium? I am proud to introduce you to Fort Pierce Central Salutatorian Quentin Guile Warren. Would Quentin's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Kirk and Marianne Warren, and his brother Grayson, please stand and be recognized? Quentin is graduating second in his class with a grade point average of 5.387. During his high school career, he was able to complete his AA degree at Indian River State College by taking dual enrollment classes. He was this year's valedictorian for the ETS Educational Talent Search program. Quentin plans on attending Florida Atlantic University and studying computer engineering. In addition to his academics, Quentin has been actively involved in our community. He is part of the Police Athletics League Youth Directors Group and also volunteers at the Oxbow Ecological Center. This summer, he will be working in IRSC's Engineering for Kids Summer Camp, which will focus on technology and computer design. Please join me in congratulating Fort Pierce Central Salutatorian Quentin Warren.
Good evening, Superintendent Yost, school board members, administration, faculty, staff, and Fort Pierce Central High graduating class of 2014. This truly is a special evening for all of us, but especially for my fellow seniors. Tonight, we create our last memory of high school years. It is a time of celebration of our memories, our accomplishments, our dreams, and of our goals. It is only our beginning. Stephen R. Covey once said, "Strength lies in differences, not in similarities." After this evening, we will continue to strengthen ourselves, not only as individuals, but as a part of something larger than just ourselves. It is our differences that will send each of us into diverse directions. Some of us will pursue a degree in medicine, criminal justice, journalism, or engineering, while others will enter the workforce or serve our country in one of the armed forces. Whatever our path, our different ideas, aspirations, goals, and achievements will affect our society as a whole and strengthen us as students, entrepreneurs, professionals, parents, friends, and neighbors. But most importantly, as fellow human beings. My classmates and I gained much at Fort Pierce Central High School. We acquired knowledge in our classrooms, wisdom in our experiences, and integrity in our time spent here. We have many to thank and much to be thankful for. Our parents and family, our teachers, our administration, and our guidance counselors. I have often heard the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," and as I reflect upon my wonderful high school years and those that guided me at Fort Pierce Central, it is clear to see why. The differences of all of the people here this evening strengthened my generation to go forward and do the same for the next generation. It is a responsibility and a privilege that the Fort Pierce Central High School graduating class of 2014 will carry proudly. Thank you.
And Quentin, on behalf of Fort Pierce Central's staff and students, we would like to present you with this plaque that says, "Congratulations, Fort Pierce Central High School 2014 Salutatorian Quentin Guile Warren, 5.387 GPA. Strength lies in differences, not in similarities, Stephen R. Covey." Congratulations. Kenny Stone, would you please join me at the podium? Kenny is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Kenny and Sherry Stone. Would you please stand and be recognized at this time? With a grade point average of 5.54, Kenny is Fort Pierce Central's class of 2014's valedictorian. Kenny has also earned his AA from Indian River State College through dual enrollment, and he will be attending the University of Florida in the pre-med program. He is also one of this year's Young Floridian winners. During his years as a Cobra, Kenny was a member of the baseball team for 3 years. He volunteers for the Boys and Girls Club and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Please join me in a round of applause for Fort Pierce Central's valedictorian, Kenny Stone.
Good evening, Ms. Janelle Yost and the school board members. On behalf of the senior class, I'd like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all the moms, dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, and any other members who helped us get to this point in our lives. You've done so much for us that we could never possibly repay. From all the nagging to do homework, to dragging us out of bed in the morning, I can now see that that was all only done to better us. We'd also like to thank Principal Todd Smith and the administrative team, the teachers, the custodians, the guidance counselors, and the cafeteria workers for the continued effort to keep Fort Pierce Central running and help prepare us for our dreams. Stephen Covey once said, "I am not a product of my circumstances, I'm a product of my decisions." This quote fits our class perfectly. Although we are all from different backgrounds and upbringings, we are here today as members of the class of 2014 graduating together. If you look back only a few years ago, Fort Pierce Central was a D school. And now, thanks to the combined effort of our staff and student body, we have been able to rise this year all the way up to an A school. In fact, we have the honor of being the first class ever at Fort Pierce Central to graduate from an A school. But not only did we help bring this school forward in academics, but we also advanced it in many other areas. Our football team won their 5th consecutive district championship and made it all the way to regional finals. Numerous other sports competitors made it to states, and we have athletes headed to colleges all around the nation. The band received a superior rating for the first time in 15 years at Music Performance Assessment. The drama department put on many wonderful shows this year, and it earned its first Best at Show and District Festival in over 15 years. We've been a class of many firsts. We've learned from our choices, both good and bad. Success lies just behind the hard lessons. We all had to work through great obstacles and endure tragedy. Personally, in 10th grade, I lost a dear friend, and it hit me very hard. I didn't let this lead me to make the wrong decisions and fall down the wrong path. Instead, I embraced the lessons that came with this painful loss and used these lessons as a driving force to help me achieve my dream of getting my associate's degree before I graduated high school. Just like me, you're sitting here today awaiting your high school diploma, and that proves that you have the strength to make the right decisions to overcome your circumstances as well. Now that we set forth on the journey of life, we can use what we learned from our achievements to propel us forward on the road to success. Life's journey will not be the same for each of us. Some of us will continue on to higher education, while others of us will go straight into various careers in the workforce. We also have students beginning their journey into the world by serving in our nation's armed forces. Even if you have not made it to where you envisioned yourself at this time, you always have the opportunity to make the correct decisions and improve your life. As we part ways, I wish you all the best in your ventures and remind you that once a cobra, always a cobra. I'd like to close with a quote from George Bernard Shaw. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get up in this world are the people who look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, they make them. Now, let us all get onto this world by creating our circumstances so that we can be the products of the correct decisions. Fort Pierce Central, graduating class of 2014, we made it.
Thank you, Kenny. And on behalf of the faculty and staff and students, we want to present you with this plaque that says, congratulations, Fort Pierce Central High School 2014 Valedictorian, Kenneth Lee Stone III, 5.54 GPA. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Stephen R. Covey. Congratulations.
To the parents, guardians, friends, relatives, teachers, administrators, and staff of Fort Pierce Central High School, I say welcome. I'd also like to welcome our honored guests and dignitaries who are sharing the stage with me tonight. To the students in the audience, I say welcome. To the members of the class of 2014, I say you have succeeded and congratulations. Today it is the best of times. You have worked hard and achieved much in these 4 years. All of you are extremely unique, coming from various backgrounds and experiences, but you all have one thing in common. You are the class of 2014 graduates from Fort Pierce Central High School, and I congratulate for that. As graduates, you must be ready to stand and face greater challenges. The question is, are you prepared? If they are to be successful in your aspirations, it is my belief that you must adhere to 4 qualities: compassion, integrity, honesty, and generosity. To be understanding without judgment is to be compassionate. George Washington Carver said, how far you go in life depends on you being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong, because someday in your life, you'll have met all of these. If you have compassion in every aspect of your life, you allow your heart to grow. You also create a strong sense of long-lasting relationships. Compassion allows you to care for others, and is something that you all must have in order to be individuals with strong character. As graduates of Fort Pierce Central High School, it is your responsibility to be role models in the community and wherever you may go. Having integrity, a steadfast adherence to strict moral or ethical code is paramount to be successful in your life. Integrity is doing the right thing even if no one is watching. Integrity is a code of honor regardless of the circumstances. It is resisting temptation. It is to make a difference in a good way in the world. In the weeks, months, and years ahead, I hope that everyone will be able to look upon their lives and be proud of every choice they've made. The third quality is honesty. To be honest in life is to tell the truth regardless of the consequences. It shows those around you the person that you really are. It instills faith in others that what you speak is true, that what you say is believable, and that what they hear is unfiltered. So be honest with your friends. Tell the truth to your family. Be the person, the boyfriend, girlfriend, future husband, wife, or parent that your loved ones can believe in. This trait will never steer you wrong. Finally, a truly generous person makes others a priority in their own wants and desires. To live a life of total generosity is almost impossible, but it makes you a better person to try. As Winston Churchill once said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Ultimately, we'll be remembered by our relationships with others and the time we gave those relationships, not how much money we have or how many things we had. Generous people make those around them better. I ask you, graduates of Fort Pierce Central High School, to be generous. Seniors, you finish here today. You'll have successes and failures in life. You'll be humbled more than once in your life. It's how you handle that adversity that will determine the strength of your character. Be positive. Make your future. Make good choices. Cobras, do what you love and love what you do. And always remember that sacrifice is part of life. Students, last but not least, remember this one fact. You'll always have an identity. You will always be a Cobra, and you can always come home. I applaud the class of 2014. It is the best of times, and Central can.
Good evening, parents and friends. As Superintendent of Schools, it is my privilege to welcome you to the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds this evening as we conduct the very first graduation of this season for the Cobras, the class of 2014. Parents, we'd like to thank you for the love and support you have shared with these graduates over the past years. And to our graduates, you are 547 strong this evening. You have your future ahead of you. I hope you will follow your passion to accomplish your goals and reach your dreams. I hope you will overcome fears in the path ahead, and I hope that you will love yourself for the daily accomplishments that you achieve not only today but well into the future. You're an A+ group of students graduating from an A high school here in St. Lucie County. And collectively, you are graduating with approximately $3.5 million in scholarships. Congratulations. So without further ado, I think we need to proceed with the ceremony, Mr. Smith.
Fort Pierce Central High School, class of 2014, please stand. Mrs. Yost, it is with great pride and pleasure I present to you the class of 2014 graduating class from Fort Pierce Central High School. These students have met all state and local requirements for graduation and are ready to receive their diplomas.
I hereby accept the Fort Pierce Central High School class of 2014. You may award their diplomas.
Fort Pierce Central class of 2014, please be seated, except the first row. Platform guests, would you please join me for the awarding of diplomas?
I now have the honor and pleasure of introducing the Fort Pierce Central High School class of 2014. Graduates, please join me on stage as your name is called. Class of 2014 Valedictorian, Kenny Stone. Graduating with high honors and his AA degree, Quentin Warren. Sam Vaughn. Marie Dorsilia. Aaliyah Fleury. Terrence McQueen. Sabrina LaFrance. Callie LaChance. Cartricia Ray. Omar Guerrero. Alicia Bellin. Chandra Jerome. Adrian Alayan. Alexis Smith. Lorenzo Casimir. Michael Campbell Jr. Jose Lopez. Sean Olson. Catherine Budge. Mark Sierra. Dylan Blosser. Luis Concepcion. Alexander Roy. Non Bowie. Joshua Rice. Ernesto Perez. Jessica Golden. Leona Joseph. Doreen St. Hilaire. Audrey Edmondson. Ginny Analis. Cassandra Gratia. Hunter Sesente. Elthalad Aurelian. Brianna Kelly. Marcus Rodriguez. Micah Bowen. Livingston Adarelli. James Gurney. Wootlove Jean. Richard Bushi Jr. Topkanya Cohen. Bryson Mitchell. Samantha Morales. Franley Lavold. Aureli Enriquez. Amanda Antosh. Kingston Brineville. Kathleen Swinford. Reba Blunt. Janisha Chin. Savannah Baldwin. Caitlin Bowe. Edwin De La Rosa. Zachary Bolai. Jose Ferrero.
Ryan Bosch. Caitlin Reese. Emmanuel Scott. Christina Champagne. Maritza Hurtado. Sarah Green. Jennifer Gutierrez. Julie Philomene. Kyle Glinton. Anthony Schiavi. Wesley Holtberg. Alexis Ramsey. Sabrina Kennedy. Gabby Noons. Rose Darlene Dorval. Erica Torres. Brian Burrett. Garrett Curl. Julio Moran. Sarah Hannigan. Ian Back. Tisha Dormalis. Katrina Normal. Rafaela Barboza. Lauren Hobgood. Christina Poinville. Morgan Hill. Amy Alton. Tiffany Ladera. Dakota Klein. Jasmine Brown. Trisha Peace. Sam Van Orman. Joanna Cervantes. Hannah Sides. Jamisha Ingram. Nia Housen. Jameer Howard. Jill Lassiter. Edgar Esquivel. Mary Saul. Isaiah Perez. Cheyenne Reese. Tiffany Burgos. Courtney Mooney. Yanette Cruz Flores. Karina Aguilar. Enrique Lascano. Londia Pierre. Jada Clinton. Andrea Brand. Amanda Vertiz.
Brett Pertuch. Montserrat Rodriguez. Shedley Linsafort. Iris Evelos. Kelfani Acosta. Luis Acosta. Jordan Adelinson. Betsy Aguilar. Dilcia Aguilar. Maria Aguilar. Heidi Aginiga. Troy Ailes. Daniel Eldona. Kane Alvarez. Manuel Alvarado. Jamal Amaro Jr. Wayne Anderson Jr. Jose Angeles Perez. Dominic Arnaud. Christopher Arroyo. Gerardo Ayala. Catherine Ayala. Trevor Azarito. Joseph Bacon. Devin Bailly. Gabrielle Barnhill. Bob Bernius. Brianna Berntheisel. Fernando Betancourt. Alexis Blackmore. Shanice Blackshear. Stephanie Blanc. Rebecca Blocker. Janika Blue. Philip Bornstein. Bradley Bohr. Corey Bott. Giuseppe Bottaro. Cara Mia Boyd. Adelia Boyking. Jermaine Bradley. Matthew Brewer. Wilkins Brisnold. Jennifer Brogan. Alicia Brown.
Monique Brown. Trisha Brown. Evelyn Burney. Carmouche Brutus. Cambria Bucknor. Ryan Birch. Kylie Burton. Louis Bustamante. Edgar Acevedo. Sergio Cabriales. Defaniel Caceres Rios. Carlana Callender. Eduardo Cano. Jameer Carlisle. Shawanda Casimir. Jose Castillo. Taylor Chambers. Markinlove Charles. Joyce Cherry. Connor Cheslock. Kamone Chin. Denicia Clark. Dennis Clark. Christopher Clark. Chad Clemens. Brittany Irene Rosa Cobb. Monique Correa. Elizabeth Covarrubias. Malcolm Cox. Kevin Crow. Shakola Crones. Francisco Cruz. Dion Cummings. Allison Curley. Inley Cyril. William Dacius. Brianna Davis. Passion Delgado. Davin Decine. Vanette Desteele. Colton DeFrancisco. Kenneth Dodd. Giovanni Dominguez. Troy Ducran. Corey Dunn. Liliana Duran.
Corbett Durden. Daniel Gregory Dwyer. Lasagna Lavette Edwards. Alexia. Regina Alexia Ellie. Amadelis Esquivel. Eduardo Esquivel. Rodrigo Esquivel. Nia Essen. Sydney Brene Estima. Denya Estrada. Kateria Fanfan. Lupe Farfan. John Joseph Farinacci. Stephen Fang. Barbara Fennell. Anissa Ferguson. Kelly Fernandez.
Jeremy Figueroa.
Jeremy Figueroa.
Philemon.
Jean Philemon. Sarah Flores. Jasmine Forrestal. Joel Fortune. Ernesia Frazier. Danielle Brianna Freeman. Gabriella Frias. Hold on. Marcus Gaines. Luis Gallegos. Alexandra Gallegos. Anthony Gamble. Jakari Gamble. Omar Gamboa. Adoniram Garcia. Cynthia Garcia. Danny Garcia. Diego Garcia. Julio Garcia. Suzette Garcia. Gabriela Gomez. Miguel Gasca. Aaliyah Gatlin. Chantrell George. Amber Gibson. Javier Gill. Leanne Gergenti. Maurice Glass. Marlene Godinez. Jamie Golphin. Erica Gomez. Victor Gomez. Brandon Gonzalez. Jonathan Gonzalez.
Jose Gonzalez. Pedro Gonzalez. Aisha Gordon. Emily Gordon. Sydney Gorowitz. Giancarlo Grandez. Joshua Betts. Kelly Grogan. Eduardo Guerrera. Michael Goldbranson. Roman Gutierrez. Brandon Hall. Tierra Hall. Brianna Hamdallah. Ashley Hamilton. Cody Hamlin. Garrett Hampton. Austin Havey. Avis Hayes. Tynesha Henry. Alicio Hernandez. Frank Hernandez. Yadira Hernandez. Adina Hibbert. Gabrielle Hicks. Patrice Hicks. Judlor Hilaire. Nadine Hillary. Charity Hines. Colt Hobie. Gia Hudak. Peter Gay Hopgood. Andrew Houle. Andrea Hurtado. Tiffany Iatro. Marvin Ingram. Herschel Innocent. Trista Irving. David Jackson Jr. Kenya Jacobs. Allison Louise. Oxley Chanel. Alki Jean-Tenor. Kalandi Janice. Jamal Howard. Travis Horbutt. Brianna Jennings. Andrea Jimenez. Anthony Johnson.
Gabrielle Johnson. Toby Johnson. Centeria Jones. Sydney Jones. Tyler Jones. Jennifer Joseph. Yahia Kaysen. Edwin Kelly. Kennedy King. Nicholas Kobe. Sean Kiles. Richard Larcher. Chester Lawson. Matthew Lean. Adam Lease. Consuela Lester. Kira Lavasser. Nicole Lewis. Nicholas Lacassi. Aaliyah Lindsay. Siobhan Kelly. Victor Kim. Jonathan Loftus. Aaliyah Lopez. Flor Lopez. Alma Lopez Trejo. Vanessa Lozana Vega. Vincent Lucera. Guillermo Luna. Daniel Magana. Jorge Magana. Francisco Magana. Jordan Marks. Devontavius Martin. Joel Martinez. Valerie Martinez. Margaret Martzoff. Kristen DeMoya. Jennifer Matthew. Devin Matos. Lindsay Malden. Denise Tavia McBean. Johnny McCoy. Malik McGriff. Jessica Ashley Marie McKenzie. Sarah Manriquez. Daisy Morentes. Tiara McKenzie. Courtney McPeak. Destiny McPhee. Torrance McQueen. Alicia Medina. Christian Medina. Heidi Medina. Pauline Meeker. Brittany Mendez. Brandon Mercado. Jocelyn Merced. Lawana Miller. Simeon Miller. Cameron Mims. Garrett Mitweed. Brianna Mompoint. Yara Mondragon. Yorizabeth Montana. Madison Moon.
Aaron Moore. Perla Maraza. Matthew Moriarty. Rogelio Munoz. William Gregory Miko. Lisa Mashad. Bailey Mutter. John Myrtle. Nathaniel Newton. Christian Vargas. Lucera Nieves. Brianka Noble. Chantel Noble. Tashna O'Connor. Caitlin Ocasio. Rashad Owens. Shanice Page. And Coma Palmer. Jesus Peniaga. Zykia Parnell. John Paralak. Michael Percival. Christopher Pena. Alvaro Perez Aguilar. Caitlin Peters. Tatiana Peterkin. Otis Phillips. Anthony Pierre Louise. Nosita Pierre. Alexandria Pippin. Anthony Pisano.
Chelsea Prestridge. Savannah Prophet. Aquasia Ramsey. Juan Rangel. Edgar Raya. Oscar Raya. Barquise Redden. Sharif Rahid Muhammad. Celeste Riley. Emily Rios. Aaliyah Rivas. Samantha Rivera. Donovan Robinson. Augusto Rodriguez. Adrian Rowe. Robert Rudolph. Theodore Radinsky. Dwayne Ruffin. Jennifer Ruiz. Renee Ruiz. Vanessa Ruiz. Luis Sayes. Maria Saint-Hill. Ramiro Salais. Addis Salcido. Alejandro Salgado. Bernice Martinez Salgado. Felix Giordani. Trevor Sanchez. Dunya Santa Maria. Jonah Santel. Felix Santiago. Yumi Sarah. Richard Scott. Selena Seda. Jasmine Sigmund. Brandon Silva. Mitcherly Similian. Brianne Smith. Markeela Smith. Whitney Smith. Anna Sau. Christopher Sparkman. Caitlin Sterling. Alana Sturgill. Mary Success.
Alexandra Thomas. Julius Thomas. Miracle Thomas. Mercedes Thompson. Tajon Thompson. Amber Torres. Stephen Torres Romero. William Tripp. Leandro Troncosa. Thomason Ulysses. Jacqueline Urbina. Liliana Vargas Hernandez. Andrea Vasquez. Marco Antonio Vasquez. Alquan Vickers. Christian Vierek. Vanessa Villanueva. Stephen Vanya. Ashley Walker. Joshua Walker. Katrina Watson. Alexander Watt. Travis Wells. Deshaun West. Indy White. Infinity White. James White. Lyric White. Austin Wiest. Avreen Williams. Danice Williams. Ebenezer Williams. Jalen Williams. Wyatt Wills. Blair Wilson. Bradley Wilson. Nathaniel Wilson. Terrence Wilson. Nathan Wing. Jennifer Wintercamp. Alexander Wolf. Whitney Woodson. Kenneth Woolard. Maylin Wright. Samantha Young. Sarah Young. Sahar Zaidi. Daniela Zarati. Kyle Zavala. Kenneth Zarone. Dun Quan Zhang. Austin Anderson. Stephanie Smith. Marquise Gilbert. Boaz Laguerre. Rashana Wilson.
Class of 2014, please stand. By the power vested in me by the School Board of St. Lucie County and the State of Florida, I hereby pronounce you graduates. You may move your tassels to the left.